Okay, this is a demonstration of the AI Stage Finder. Prepare to be amazed. My name is Aidan Crawford. I am using the Stage Finder that I built for Derek Green. He is a speaker in the US out of Atlanta, I believe. Derek has given me permission to use this, so I am going to use it and I'm going to show it off and show you how it works. Here's how it works. There's actually two elements to this AI. The first element is the event finder, and the second element is the event customizer. So we find events and then we customize each application and outreach campaign based on Derek's content. These tools are trained on everything Derek. He has 4 books. He has a website. He has his LinkedIn profile. He has transcriptions from presentations he's given before. He has some marketing material. I uploaded it all to the AI to give it the proper context for this tool. So let's start with the finder. Because this is for caps, we are going to pick a city in Canada. Now, the way I recommend people do this is that they go to ChatGPT and they ask for the top 20 cities in a top 20 convention cities in America. And then they go through those on a rolling 3-month search starting 6 months out. So right now you'd be looking for October, November, and December. So because it's for the Canadian context, we're going to say go to ChatGPT and ask it for the top 20 convention cities in Canada. And I am going to say Halifax is one of them because I've done that search before for somebody else. So let's go to Halifax. We are going to go October 2025. And Derek has a few programs that he can choose from, but we're just going to find any program, events that will fit any one of these programs. Are we going to be looking for association events only? No, he's open to any events. We hit the submit button. And it's going to be looking in Halifax for events. Not every event that's happening in October, only the events that match with Derek's expertise and his topic. We don't need him applying to a whole bunch of events that he has no hope of ever getting, and his expertise is not applicable. So it has given us a primary list of association events that are happening in Halifax, and it explains why it's a good fit. So here it's explaining this is for the National Trust Conference. Why it's a good fit. Derek's story of building a business rooted in community resilience and his advocacy for social change aligns with panels on community, adaptive reuse, blah, blah, blah. So this is a good fit for him. So what we're going to do, and you'll see that it found, how many did it find here? So it found 5. And then it found close topic matches, ones that aren't an exact match for Derek's expertise, but at the same time, he could probably fork his topic and his talk to match that conference's needs. Again, we have it's got action steps, key observations. Let's just pick one of these. Let's go to the yeah, let's do the teachers conference. So I go here. All I do is copy this, the entire thing, including why it's a good fit. The important thing is to have the URL, and if it's got the submission page, you want that in there too. So we are going to say harnessing resilience. So we're going to leadership resilience on certain times. This is for trauma-informed education. Okay, there we go. I guess that's an teacher's thing. We'll use that one. We hit submit, and this is probably where I should speed up the video because the AI is actually going out onto the web and it's doing some research on this event and the people that would be most likely to attend that event. And you're going to see in a second what it generates for us. All right, so I'm going to let the generation end. I know it's going really quick. We'll go back and we will review what the output was. Boom. All right. So let's go on up and see what it gives us. So the first thing it does is it researches the top 3 challenges of people attending the conference. So these are things that are impacting the people that would be attending this conference here. Then it creates an introductory email that explains that Derek understands the challenges that they're up against and explains why his keynote is going to answer that challenge and why he's uniquely qualified to present to this group. It then creates a 20 to 30-second voicemail script, again, incorporating those challenges so that it's highly specific. Your goal is to send that email and leave that voicemail. They're the first two things you do, because what you don't want to do is go through the rabbit hole of applying for an RFP and getting to the last page of the RFP application that says they don't have a budget for speakers. If you leave a compelling voicemail and send a compelling email, when they respond, you can have the conversation. What is your speaker budget? If the speaker budget is no, you can move on to the next event. It also creates an email sequence, the follow-up email sequence that you can put into your CRM, schedule on Google, do it through Microsoft, whatever email you're using, Outlook. You can schedule these to go. It tells you when you should be sending them. 5.5 months ahead of time, you should be sending to the second one. And then the third email is the last chance follow-up. Is Derek still on your radar? Then it creates the customized RFP, integrating those challenges with Derek's program. So this RFP is now customized for that event. You'll see that it gives you the short description, the detailed description, the learning objectives, the attendee benefits, and then it tweaks Derek's bio to be the most appealing to the meeting planners that are there. Here's the rub. It now uses those 3 challenges that I identified, along with all of the content that Derek has given me to train the AI, to create a 500-word article for the association magazine ahead of the event. So now he can leave the voicemail, send the email, and submit an article to their magazine. He's doing everything he can to be the perfect speaking partner for this organization that will push him towards getting towards a yes. So there's your 500 words. But then it goes out and it searches for other events that are similar to the one that it just customized for, irregardless of geography, that Derek could then apply to. So he could rerun that search for the ISTE conference, and it explains why it's relevant to him. Or the EduCause, or the South by Southwest Edu 2025. All of these, he can put any of these into the AI, and it will generate that email, that voicemail, the RFP, the article. It will do that so that you're really creating an outreach campaign based on your content that is specific to each event. Now, I have done the math. If you were to get 5, and you would do this as a rolling thing. So you do the same thing for October, do the same thing for November, do the same thing for December. You cut and paste all the results into a Word document, so you're building your prospect list. If you were to do this for the top 20 cities, and each city found you 5 events in October, 5 events in November, and 5 events in December, that's 15 for each one city. What's the math there? That's 300 events that it's going to find you that you could apply to in just October, November, and December. 300 events. And the applications are highly customized. The outreach is highly customized. You're not submitting generic stuff. You are ready to take on this organization, take on these applications, get your stuff out there, get hired, get paid, and build a speaking business. That's my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.